You might think that keeping your money in the bank is a safe and smart thing to do, especially in these uncertain times. After all, you earn some interest, you have easy access to your cash, and you are protected by the government deposit insurance. But is that really the best way to grow your money and achieve your financial goals? The answer is no. In this video, we are going to look at why you shouldn't keep your money in the bank and what some of the wealthiest people in the world, such as Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, Paul Samuelson, and Albert Einstein, have to say about this topic. We are also going to look at 7 realistic tips that you can use to better your personal finance and create wealth instead of keeping your money in the bank. Now, keeping your money in the bank is actually one of the worst things you can do for your financial future. Why? Because you are losing money every day due to inflation, fees, and taxes. Inflation is a measure of how much the cost of things increases over time. For example, if the inflation rate is 2%, it means that a product that costs $100 today will cost $102 next year. This means that your money can buy less goods and services over time. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average annual inflation rate in the U.S. was 5.4% in 2021. On the other hand, the average interest rate on a savings account in the U.S. was only 0.06% in 2021. This means that if you had $10,000 in your savings account, you would earn only $6 in interest, but lose $540 in purchasing power due to inflation. That's a net loss of $534, or 5.34% of your money. And that's not even counting the fees and taxes that banks may charge you for keeping your money with them. In Kenya, the situation is even worse. According to the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, the average annual inflation rate in Kenya was 7.7% in 2021. On the other hand, the average interest rate on a current account in Kenya was only 0.09% in 2021. This means that if you had 1 million Kenya shillings in your current account, you would earn only 900 Kenya shillings in interest, but lose 77,000 Kenya shillings in purchasing power due to inflation. That's a net loss of 76,100 Kenya shillings, or 7.61% of your money. And that's not even counting the fees and taxes that banks may charge you for keeping your money with them. And you are missing out on the opportunity to invest your money in assets that can generate higher returns and compound over time. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, as Albert Einstein famously said. It means that you earn interest not only on your initial investment, but also on the interest that you accumulate over time. For example, if you invest $10,000 in an asset that earns 10% interest per year, you will have $11,000 after 1 year, $12,100 after 2 years, $13,310 after 3 years, and so on. After 10 years, you will have $25,937, more than doubling your money. But if you keep your money in the bank, you will have only $10,060 after 10 years, barely making any profit. As you can see, keeping your money in the bank is a losing proposition. You are not only losing money, but also losing time and opportunity. Time is the most valuable asset you have, and you can't afford to waste it. Opportunity is the key to success, and you can't afford to miss it. You need to take action and make your money work for you, not against you. Don't take my word for it. Listen to what some of the richest and most successful people in the world have to say about this topic. Here are some quotes from them. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Warren Buffett, Chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. Never depend on a single income. Make investments to create a second source. Warren Buffett. Investing should be more like watching paint dry or watching grass grow. If you want excitement, take $800 and go to Las Vegas. Paul Samuelson, Nobel Prize-winning economist. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Warren Buffett. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. Albert Einstein, physicist and Nobel Prize winner. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Mark Zuckerberg, founder and CEO of Facebook. As you can see, these people know what they are talking about. They have built their wealth by investing their money in businesses, stocks, real estate, and other assets that appreciate in value over time. They have avoided the trap of keeping their money in the bank, where it loses its purchasing power and potential. So, what can you do to follow their advice and start building your own wealth? Here are some realistic tips that you can use to better your personal finance and create wealth. Start by making a plan. Set your financial goals and track your progress. Use a budgeting app or spreadsheet to manage your income and expenses. Review your spending habits and cut out unnecessary expenses. Save at least 10% of your income every month and put it in a separate account for investing. Build your emergency fund. Before you start investing, you need to have a cushion of cash that can cover at least 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. This will protect you from unexpected events like job loss, medical bills, or car repairs. Keep your emergency fund in a high-yield savings account or a money market fund that offers liquidity and security. Automate your financial life. One of the best ways to save and invest your money is to automate it. Set up direct deposits from your paycheck to your savings and investment accounts. Use automatic transfers or apps like Acorns or Stash to invest your spare change. Use robo-advisors like Betterment or Wealthfront to create and manage a diversified portfolio of low-cost index funds. Automating your financial life will help you avoid procrastination, temptation, and emotion, and make your money work for you without much effort. Manage your debt. Debt can be a useful tool to leverage your income and assets, but it can also be a huge burden that prevents you from achieving your financial goals. If you have high-interest debt, such as credit cards, personal loans, or payday loans, you need to pay it off as soon as possible. Use the debt snowball or debt avalanche method to tackle your debt systematically. Refinance or consolidate your debt if you can get a lower interest rate. Avoid taking on new debt unless it is absolutely necessary and beneficial. Max out your retirement savings. Save as much as you can for your retirement. One of the best ways to build wealth is to use retirement savings plans that offer tax incentives, such as individual or occupational pension schemes for 401k, IRA, or Roth IRA. These plans allow you to save and invest your money for the long term and enjoy tax benefits such as deductions, exemptions, or lower rates. If your employer offers a pension scheme, make sure you contribute enough to get the full benefit, which is extra money. If you have an individual pension plan, try to save as much as you can within the legal limit, which is 20% of your annual income. The sooner you start saving for retirement, the more time you have to benefit from compound interest and growth. Stay diversified. Diversification is the key to reducing risk and increasing returns in investing. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, because if that basket drops, you lose everything. You want to spread your money across different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, commodities, and cash. You also want to diversify within each asset class by investing in different sectors, industries, countries, and companies. You can use ETFs, mutual funds, or index funds to achieve diversification easily and cheaply. A well-diversified portfolio will help you weather market fluctuations and capture opportunities. Up your earnings. The final tip to build wealth is to increase your income. There are many ways to do this, such as asking for a raise, switching jobs, starting a side hustle, creating a passive income stream, or selling your skills or products online. The more money you make, the more money you can save and invest. However, don't fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation, which is increasing your spending as your income increases. Instead, maintain your current standard of living and use the extra money to accelerate your wealth creation.